I thought maybe I'd start tonight's show with a little bit of a roast, if you will. And Ashley told me to cool my jets, not to go after anybody. But some of y'all know, some of y'all right now know what I was about to do. Somebody said I was being a little bit spicy. And I was going to show some people what me being spicy really is like, but I'll defer. Woosa. Those of you who know. Anyway, because I love that cut. Let me play it again.
We're thinking about doing a late night show a couple nights a week where we just have the lunatics on.
Yeah, I really know how he feels. Okay, I'll let it go. I'm letting it go. I was pull back. All right. For everybody else, welcome to a Saturday evening show. I hope you guys all had a great Saturday afternoon. It was absolutely glorious down here in Florida, South Florida. I don't know about North Florida. It was very nice. Boca Raton Seafood Festival. Had some time with the wife. It was just utterly amazing. And I drove by a few Tesla dealerships down here, and what do you know? Nothing really happening down here. In fact, we were at one restaurant, and Rob and I were sitting out by the restaurant, and somebody drove up with a custom-wrapped Cybertruck. And he parked it not too far from where we were sitting, and everybody that saw this custom-wrapped Cybertruck were just like, ooh, look at that, wow. No nuts, none of the nuts running around. Nobody running around trying to tear down an American business. Nobody out there trying to denigrate the owner of an American business who's done nothing to them. In fact, you stick a microphone in some of these people is, what has Elon Musk done to you? And not a single person can ever answer that question. There's some videos all over X where people are asked that, what are you protesting? And all they do is reach for the camera and want to throw stuff. And like, okay, so you're telling us that you're zombie orcs. You have no idea why you're out here. You're just told, or maybe paid, to be out here. So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to spend a good amount on this show showing you the insanity of what's going on against Tesla. Because to me, it bothers me as a business person. It really bothers me that we have a communist base of people here who think it's okay to go out and just do whatever they want for no reason. No reason whatsoever. Check this out. So these people feel as though they, quote, deserve a future. I wasn't aware, and nothing have I seen that Elon Musk is, taking a future away from these people. In fact, most of these people look like the future has already passed them. They don't seem to have a future because they've wasted the time that they could have been building a future. So I fail to understand what these people are talking about. What future is it that you feel you, number one, deserve? Because you heard their words. We deserve a future. I don't think anybody deserves anything. You got to go out there and make it yourself. So tell me how an American company deserves, or rather the owner of an American company has to help you obtain the future that you so-called deserve. And they're just out there. Nothing. Look at these people.
Back to you!
Scream all you want, but you can't impede traffic, and right away, boom, he had to get off the street. You can't throw Molotov cocktails, can't break windows, definitely can't shoot up windows. You can do that till the cows come home. I don't think anybody cares. You could get out there every Saturday morning for the next 306 or 52 weeks and do it all you want. Nobody cares. Yes, you are entitled. You have a privilege of protesting, your First Amendment rights. But you know what? we have that same privilege. So we can look at things, what you're doing, and we can call it for what it is. You're being an idiot. Doesn't it, as you're viewing this, doesn't it appear that the future of these people has already passed? That they are in the sunset of their careers and lives? It's kind of weird. What exactly are you protesting? I don't know if these people have been paid, but I'm going to freeze it on this one. Oops, excuse me. I couldn't get there in time, and it moved. Hold on. I want you to look at this sign right here. Okay. She has something about don't buy a swastika. The other one goes, Americans against oligarchy. I bet you, I don't know, 2 months ago, that woman couldn't have defined what oligarchy is. They don't know what they're talking about. All they know is that Doge is hurting Democrats, and it's rooting out corruption and rooting out fraud, and they don't like it whatsoever. Or the people who are orchestrating this don't like it. These people don't have a clue. None whatsoever. Most of these people probably don't work. Most of these people have already probably retired, and they've been told something, and they're just absolutely losing it. But in this country, you don't get to tell a business that you deserve something, unless you want to go get a job with them. But I don't mind, and I predicted this, as long as you people stay on the sidewalk, I don't care what you do.
Or even bought a particular car. People on the left who bought Teslas when they thought it was cool and now hate Musk and can't find a buyer, they might be the next victim, after all. In truth, I have questions about hate crimes, because to me, every crime has an element of hate in it. But if we're going to have hate crimes on the books, and we most certainly do have them, this is one that should probably make the list. Got to fight fire with fire in this circumstance. Voting is a basic civil right, and the people who want to send a message through criminal acts designed to attack along political lines, they've got to be answered firmly. Treating them as everyday criminals misses the danger that such people represent to a free society and democracy.
Exactly. See, that's what they don't understand, and that's what I'm begging Pam Bondi and Kash Patel to do. Make an example of these people, the ones who want to do crazy stuff. The people who want to do crazy stuff are indeed domestic terrorists, and they need to be treated like domestic terrorists, regardless of how the media tries to euphemize things and say it's no big deal. It is a huge deal. We cannot, as a country, ever go back to the love protest, the summer of love after George Floyd. That's got to be over with. Merrick Garland, let it happen. Joe Biden, let it burn. Donald Trump, Pam Bondi, and Kash Patel, people need to know you're not going to let it burn, and that people are going to go to jail, and they're going to go to jail for quite some time.
You probably know that Tesla Motors is named after Nikola Tesla, the great inventor. He was controversial in his era, had highly eccentric behavior, believed in unconventional ideas that many considered fantasies, and fought with the powerful Thomas Edison in the so-called War of the Currents, AC versus DC. But in time, many of his ideas won out. Today, Tesla, Nikola Tesla, is celebrated. If he were still around, he'd probably have new ideas and still be treated as a crackpot, which would be fine as long as they didn't destroy his inventions to show how they felt about him.
If you read the news, it feels like, Armageddon. So it's like, I can't walk past the TV without seeing a Tesla on fire. You're like, what's going on? Some people, it's like, listen, I understand if you don't want to buy our product, but you don't have to burn it down. That's a bit unreasonable, Like, this is psycho. Stop being psycho.
Stop being psycho. You don't realize you've been whipped into a frenzy by the media, by the Democrats, and you're looking stupid. You're looking criminal. You're going to ruin whatever life you had by being classified as a domestic terrorist. You can't continue to act this way. It just can't happen. And so, me, I hope some people smarten up, but in any event, this is so un-American. And why I'm showing this today is because I want to put my full support behind Elon Musk and Tesla. Not politically. I'm saying as an American business, no business deserves to be attacked, trashed, harassed, shot at. No American business deserves that whatsoever. And I think we all need to, every single one of you, get out there and support that cause. I know some people have a problem because he's a gazillionaire. That has nothing to do with it. He's a gazillionaire because he's been successful. But the minute these libnuts begin to intrude and feel they have the right to destroy an American business, then there's no stopping what will happen next. They won't stop at Tesla. It'll be your corner grocery store. It'll be your corner mechanic. You cannot allow thugs, criminals, to go out there and affect American business, because that is the precipice of communist.
If you read the news, it feels like, Armageddon. So I was like, I can't walk past the TV without seeing a Tesla on fire. Like, what's going on? Some people, it's like, listen, I understand if you don't want to buy our product, but you don't have to burn it down. That's a bit unreasonable, Like, this is psycho. Stop being psycho.
Around the world, people are attacking Teslas. They've defaced them. They've shot at them. They've even thrown Molotov cocktails at them, proving that gasoline and Teslas don't mix. And sorry if you thought that joke was in bad taste, but at least I'm laughing with Tesla, not the attackers. Contrast that with the Daily Show audience.
Some people are not content to just scream about Elon in a high school gym. They're taking to the streets or the parking lots.
Tonight, the FBI and ATF now investigating multiple cases of possible arson targeting Teslas and
the people in the audience are actually clapping. Like Elon said, you don't have to be psycho. There's nothing I can understand about someone's property being damaged, being attacked, and people clapping for it. That is a sickness. That is a disease. We have to eradicate it. It must end. No healthy society can laugh at destruction. It is beyond the pale. Obviously, it's beyond any mental capacity to understand and reason. It truly is psychopathic, maybe sociopathic. Whichever one is the worst, this one is, when you can laugh at people's property being damaged, cheering for it on television. I was shocked, and the reason why I've included this cut is because this guy, Mike Smirkanish, is on CNN, and he's saying, enough. So if there's people on CNN saying enough, it's really, really bad.
Video shows multiple cars in flames. Police say the attacker used Molotov cocktails. It's the latest in more than a dozen instances of arson and vandalism targeting Tesla.
The same suspect shot more Teslas with a gun. Tesla Cybertrucks were set on fire in Kansas City, and earlier this month, shots fired at a Tesla dealership in Oregon. Cybertrucks on...
I'm praying. See, I don't know the production of The Daily Show. I'm praying that it's some sort of laugh track, that it's a button, sort of like this. You see that? You see, I have a button with applause and laughter and everything else. I'm hoping that's what we're watching here on The Daily Show. I'm hoping they were in a studio and the people were just like looking at this thing like, this is crazy. Hey, people aren't paying attention to this. We're not getting the effect we need. Okay, so hit the button and... Because please tell me you didn't have an audience of psychopaths watching someone's business burn.